So there's no secret that Trent McDuffie has been one of the most underrated cornerbacks in the NFL. And the reason why I say that is because, first of all, he's an all-pro. He's an all-pro, and a lot of people, they forget that McDuffie's an all-pro. He isn't talked about that much. And I really feel like he's really, honestly, he's actually criminally underrated because at the end of the day, he was locking up wide receivers. He's locking up wide receivers. He was hitting them hard. He was doing them bad. In college, he was a dog. He went crazy in Washington. He headed into the draft as one of the best cornerback prospects in the class. So the fact that Trent McDuffie really isn't given the recognition he deserves, it honestly concerns me. And it doesn't concern me in a way that McDuffie's like a bust or nothing like that. It concerns me in the way that, what is the NFL doing? Why doesn't he get the promotion that dudes like Sauce and, Jair and all them get when he's literally one of the best cornerbacks in the game? But I think one day his presence will be felt for real, and he will be named as a top 3 cornerback in the league, and he'll be recognized more. But in this video, we're going to break down why McDuffie is currently underrated, and we're going to take a deep dive into him and just how he plays in general. So yeah, yes, I know L'Jarius Sneed is next to Trent McDuffie. I know they're both the main cornerbacks of the team, and a lot of people may argue that L'Jarius Sneed is better than Trent McDuffie at the moment. But the thing is, it's an argument. And this is only year 2 of McDuffie's career, so he has a lot ahead of him. He has a lot more experience to gain, and a lot of people say he can only play in the slot, which also isn't true. We've seen him lock up dudes on the outside as well. Just because a dude plays in the slot doesn't mean that's all they could do. At one point, L'Jarius Sneed was only quote-unquote able to play in the slot, and he moved to the outside and started shutting dudes down. I expect McDuffie to do the same when that time comes, man. I really don't see it changing with McDuffie. All of a sudden, he's going to be whack on the outside just because he's let up a few big plays in certain games. That doesn't mean anything, y'all. Y'all got to have faith in my boy McDuffie, because I do think he could be a future star. He could definitely do a lot for the Kansas City Chiefs defense. He already is doing a lot. He's making a lot of impacts with the forced fumbles and stuff like that. He never caught a pick, but that's coming soon. He's just a dog overall. So this may sound crazy, but McDuffie reminds me of Tyrann Mathieu. Yup, Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger. So we know that Tyrann Mathieu, he was a star for the Kansas City Chiefs from 2019 to 2021. And despite his very small size, he played with a lot of force and toughness, and he didn't have no fears. He wasn't scared of anybody on that football field, and that's why he was nicknamed the Honey Badger. He was an animal that, just willingly just enters the beehives in search of food, because he's a dog and he's hungry, and that's what he's shown on that field. So even L'Jarius Sneed agrees with me on this topic. So here's what Sneed said when he was asked if McDuffie reminds him of Tyrann Mathieu. He said definitely. That's why I love playing with him. He's an animal. Tyrann Mathieu, he was listed at 5'9", 190 pounds. He was a safety, but he played nickel cornerback as well before the Chiefs drafted Sneed, who took over that role. And then when Sneed was asked to move to outside corner, McDuffie was slid to nickel. So even though McDuffie has never played the nickel position in college, at Washington, he thrived at that position. He had, 5 forced fumbles. Even Joshua Williams, one of McDuffie's teammates in the cornerback room, called McDuffie a turnover machine. And mind you, McDuffie is a turnover machine. He doesn't even catch interceptions. So imagine when he catches interceptions and he's getting picks. This dude is going to be a legend. He's going to be one of the greatest players of all time at his position, and he's going to be a top player in the league one day. And if we don't pay him, he's going to get a very big contract from somebody else when the time comes. So Williams said every week it's like he's grabbing a fumble, pulling it out of somebody's hands, and doing something like that. Now, if y'all go back to the victory against Las Vegas, not the game where we got embarrassed, the victory. So on their first drive of the fourth quarter, the Raiders faced a 3rd and 10, and McDuffie literally blitzed through the gap between the left tackle and left guard on some edge rusher stuff. And he batted down Aiden O'Connell's pass with such force that he literally injured the quarterback's ribs. And then the week before that, he had 2 sacks against the Philadelphia Eagles. He blitzed outside the right tackle. He forced a fumble, and he caused a loss of 9 yards. But McDuffie's game isn't only just rushing the passer. That's only like 25. That's only like 20% of what the man could do. This is what Spags had to say about him. You talk about a guy who plays inside. He plays outside. We blitz him. That's what Spags said. We asked him to do a lot of things, and back to me. McDuffie, being a student of the game, he's always willing to learn. And that's one of the reasons why he's so elite. McDuffie, him being so smart, it allowed him to really master the nickel position, also called slot cornerback position, obviously. And you're gonna need good eyes. You're gonna need recognition. You're gonna need a good recognition skills. And that's because of the shiftiness of slot receivers, who are obviously always smaller and more elusive. So McDuffie has to guard some very tough guys. And McDuffie basically said that he's been picking Snead's brain about his former position since last season. He said he's just someone I could really just truly look up to and ask all of the questions. He said it's a teacher to student type of thing. And another play, McDuffie, he laid out Tyreek, made him fumble. He cracked him in the playoffs, made him fumble in Germany. That caused the TD. So McDuffie's been a game changer all year. And without him, we definitely wouldn't have this good of a defense, and without so much other players. I know y'all want me to make more videos on the defense, so I will be doing that. Anything my supporters want, I got you. I may not agree with it at first, but I sit down and think about it. Like, if my supporters want me to do this, I'm going to do it for y'all. But yeah, man, McDuffie's a dog. He definitely reminds me of Tyrann Mathieu, and he brings that energy, man. He's very, very mature for his age and very, very smart, and he knows the game very, very well. You can tell he puts a lot of time into studying the game, and he's very elite. Yeah, man, with McDuffie being as good as he is, it definitely changed the dynamic of the Chiefs defense. And you just got to be happy that we was able to get a guy like him. You got to be happy for the Tyreek Hill trade. McDuffie's an all-pro. I mean, we have one of the cornerstones in the Chiefs defense for a very long time to come. And I'm always appreciate McDuffie for how good he's made this team and how good he's elevated this defense and how he makes those around him better. And he's a special dude, man. He's very, very special. I can't wait to see more from him throughout his career. I'm going to be making more videos on the defense for sure. Like, I'm definitely making more videos on the defense. Got some linebacker corps videos coming. We're going to talk about the D-line. It's a lot coming for the defense. And now we're going to talk about L'Jarius Sneed as well. Don't worry. We're going to make some vids on defense for y'all. I understand I talk about the offense a whole lot. My bad on that. I just be very excited because the offense, I just want to see it get back to its normal form. But I could do both at the same time. I could be balanced just like the Chiefs, feel me? I could be offense and defense. I make a lot of videos a day anyway. There's always room for at least one offensive video and one defensive video a day, We could always do it like that. And then like one free agency or draft video a day. So that's 3 vids a day. I'm going to try to get that out for y'all just like that. Today was just a Trent McDuffie video. I talked a lot about how he's very, compared. He could be compared very easily to Tyrann Mathieu because they share similar traits. And also just talking about how much of a dog he is and how aggressive he plays and how elite he is and how he adjusted to his role and how much football IQ he has. And hopefully it was a good video for y'all boys. I really, really hope y'all enjoyed. It's been your boy Chiefs Priority, and I'm out. Peace.